Can you hear
Can you
me?
hear me? I can hear you. Yeah, you sounded good.
Yeah.
Looking
Good.
good. Sounded
Me
good.
too. Yeah,
You
yeah.
look like shit. No, you look like shit today.
Disagree. It
It's it.
is.
It's the hair. It's not with the hair. It's not.
Mm-mm.
You look
No,
like a 7-year old on picture day. Just lightly fluffed up.
that's what I'm going for. I'm telling you, Wednesday evenings, it's the only time that I put effort into my appearance. The only time. I'm starting to roll that clock back a little more, because it's meeting night at 7, right?
Uh-huh.
But
Yep.
but
Meeting night. Yep. Yep.
but I got to start notes at around 6:15.
Mm-hmm.
I got to shower and do my hair, and that takes, oh my God,
45 minutes
roughly
at
an hour and a
least.
half. Yeah. I have to eat something good. I can't just eat, bullshit dino nuggets with the kids. So I got to prepare myself some nice, vegetables, some rice, some
Right.
grilled chicken.
I need some edamame.
Yeah,
Need some asparagus and cod tonight. Cod sounds good. Let's do cod.
right. And none of the frozen stuff, I gotta go
You
down to the
got
market. I gotta
fresh,
get
yeah,
fresh.
yeah. Got to get from Whole Foods, dude. You got to make sure that some fisherman with one hand caught it with his, Elmwood pole and like recycled shoestring
Right,
line. Yeah, yeah,
right.
totally. I get it.
And
Yep.
and oftentimes they're out, so I have to go catch it myself. So so, so meeting night starts on a Sunday morning.
All right, kids. I'll see you next Friday. Maybe. All right, it might be a long one this week. What are you drinking?
Um, Rockstar, but I like to keep it cold.
Dude, did I tell you about my I tried to drink Red Bull like a month ago?
I don't think so.
I drank 2 Red Bulls and my kidneys hurt for a week. And it
Really?
like weird like pain in like where your kidneys are, like in my back and shit. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God. No.
Well, not for you then.
Nope. Never fucking drinking Red. My body is just falling apart exponentially, dude. This is fucking
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah, mine too. It's very like I mean, this is and forever will be like my number one vice. Everybody has a vice or two or three.
Yeah.
Uh, but especially when I'm not drinking, uh, mostly because like your liver processes like booze and sugar the same way.
Yeah.
So when I'm not drinking, dude, I just like chug fucking like Mountain Dew, Red Bull, Rockstar, and it's got to be worse for me than the drinking, honestly.
Yeah.
There's so
Yeah.
much sugar and caffeine and shit in there. And then especially on days that I go to the gym too, because I take like pre-workout, which has a fucked up level of like caffeine and beta alanine in it.
Hmm.
And then I have a rock star on top of that. I mean, I've had like 600 milligrams of caffeine today. My heart is going to pop. And on
Straight
my
up,
deathbed,
yeah. For
and on my
sure.
deathbed, I'll say, "Well, but I don't get it. At least I didn't drink that day."
I didn't drink any booze now.
Why am I unhealthy? I'm a
Because
fucking pillar of
the
health.
man fucking lied to me. The FDA is corrupt. RFK, you gotta fix it.
That's what
Wow.
it is.
Okay. Wow. We're starting off sharp this
So
week.
what?
Okay.
It wasn't booze and Rockstar that killed me. It was the dyes that they use to fucking that are made from tar or
Titanium
whatever.
dioxide. No. Red, yellow, number 47.
No, it,
No.
it gave me autism.
Let me figure out a chord for this real fast. I'm so sorry.
Oh, you're good, man.
Went to when I went to visit my buddy. I won't say his name on here, but they I don't know how much of this is just like Midwest, nothing better to do than fucking look into things that aren't actually real, like housewife shit,
Yeah.
uh, while you're hunkered down in your basement dodging tornadoes, or if their kid was actually allergic to like red dye number five, because that's what they told me. And I only found that out because I asked this 4-year-old girl, I was like, "What's your favorite color of Sour Patch Kid?" And they go, "Oh, she can't have those."
Shh, we can't give
No,
no
don't.
M&Ms, no Skittles.
No, no,
We
no,
don't
no.
we don't use those words in this house.
And every time they would talk, like they would talk about her, having like a sugar rush or being too crazy before bedtime, but it would always be like my friend would bitch about his wife because his wife gave their daughter like 3 grapes.
Okay, like I am for lying to children. Like totally, man. I will,
Yeah,
oh, you can't eat sugar because you're allergic to it. You don't lie to them. Whatever.
of
Give
course,
them
of course.
something to resent, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Later on in life. But like,
of course.
did they tell you that they were allergic to this dye?
They
Like they
told
tried to
me,
sell it to you?
they told me, and then yeah, dude, it like uh
No.
in like
No, no,
confidence or
no.
whatever, like while my buddy was bitching about his wife, he'd be like,
Yeah.
dude, she gave our daughter 3 grapes right before bed, and she was bouncing off the walls. So I snuck that little fucker some Starburst. Here, try
Here, try some of
these.
these. Just eat the red ones.
You'll never go back to plums. Yeah. Yeah, had to put the kibosh on that real quick.
Dude, that's
Give your kid
hilarious.
candy, dude. Let him be autistic.
Yeah, let it's the culture now, man. You are keeping them away from things that they need to be a part of. You don't want the rest of the bullies in this world like beating the shit out of your kid because they like can't eat Skittles, you know?
Yeah, and really, like new age bullies are autistic. Things are flipping. The nerds
Yeah,
are the bullies now.
they are. Dude. Autistic people are fucking mean, man.
They're so
Judgmental
mean.
pricks. Oh,
Completely like no filter whatsoever. They will
condescending
just like
God complex. Yeah, dude. They and just fuck it. They just tell it how it is without giving a fuck about how it makes you feel at
they'll
all.
they'll hone in on your flaws like that you thought you were masking pretty well.
Every time it happens to me, though, you just stare them in the eyes, dude. Fucking wrecks their world, bro. You just
They're kryptonite. They can't handle it.
full disclosure for the audience. My brother is retarded, so he's diagnosed with autism. I can say retarded, and I know how to bully autistic people. Like I can do that. It's part of my that's part of my culture.
Yeah. And for the audience, I have a friend who I do Zoom calls with once a week who has a retarded brother.
Thank you.
So
Yeah, yeah, that's why I'm here, I'm not the retarded brother, but
No, but this is like, this is our fast pass. All right.
yeah, yeah.
This gets us to the front of the line. You got to know someone who knows someone.
I am I am excited about this week's episode.
Oh, speaking of fast pass.
Dude, I've been looking forward to amusement parks, man. I got some shit.
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
some shit.
You got some shit. I got some
Oh
shit.
yeah.
Dude, I got some shit.
Oh, tell me, girl.
What anyway, dude, well, fucking speaking of, man, you want to jump into some headlines? Get this thing fucking cranking?
Yeah, for
Kick
sure.
that bitch
I brought
off.
one this week too.
Yeah?
Yeah. Do you want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
No,
No,
take it, JD.
fire it off, baby.
Okay. This one's wild. It's a
Yes.
full roundabout. Supposedly, an ambulance hit a cyclist in Oregon, and they rushed him to the hospital inside that ambulance, then billed him $1,800 for using their service.
Wait, say that one more time.
An ambulance was driving
Yep.
and hit a guy on his bicycle in the state
Bang.
of Oregon.
Okay.
They rush him to the hospital inside that ambulance,
They
then
hit
billed him
him.
$1,800 for using their service.
Only $1,800 though. Straight up, man. If you've ever been in an ambulance, that is a very discounted ambulance price, though. I mean,
Yeah.
they gave him the homie hookup.
That's right. But
Well, we hit you, so
Lord.
Oh, it is.
50%
Here's
off.
90% off.
Now, if it had fucked up that ambulance enough to where they had to bring a secondary ambulance, oh man, you're getting charged out the ass.
yeah, that's 4 overtime shifts. Now you have to pay for all that. Yeah.
I just I just watched a video. That's funny. I just watched a video. It was like a dash cam from an ambulance of this girl who was like walking across the street, not in a crosswalk, texting on her phone, and the ambulance fucking trucked the shit out of her.
Oh no.
Oh,
What fucking website are you on?
Reddit.
Twitter.
Yeah.
That was on neopets.com. She
Yeah.
didn't die. She got up and walked away like a deer.
Oh, dude, that's crazy. I saw it on MySpace.
Oh shit. And then you
That's even
embedded
more.
it in your page
I
via
did, yeah.
HTML.
Had to HTML. I had to learn Python to fucking program the video player and put it on there. It's crazy.
I was better at programming at the age of 14 than I have ever been in my entire life.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. For sure. Did you copy and paste? I used to just copy and paste from other programs.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, I would initially until I saw like three or four of my friends have basically the exact
The
same
same
page.
thing, yeah. And then
You
you gotta
gotta
switch it
stand
up,
out.
bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear it, man.
All right, I got a couple. Um, this is so Joker Folie à Deux, bleh, Joker 2, whatever the fuck. Actor says the movie is the worst film ever made. And then the subtitle of that is it's not even hate watchable. That's how terrible it is. Said by comedian Tim Dillon. Now, I haven't seen this dumpster fire, but
You
apparently
haven't seen it yet?
you have?
Fuck yeah, I did. When JD was talking about it, I was like, this sounds like a horrible movie. I'm definitely gonna go see it. So I went and saw it. I think opening weekend or the weekend after, something like that. Like I went and saw it right
It's
after it came out.
It's funny to me that Tim Dillon, for whatever reason, he was one of the prison guards. And this one I actually did read the article because I thought it was funny. They didn't just use some extra. They used like a pretty well-known comedian and podcaster.
Yeah.
Uh, and in the article, he talks about how he and the other extras or the other people with very minor parts would sit around at the craft services table and be like, what the fuck is this movie about?
Yeah.
While like while like Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga are just tap dancing.
Uh, yeah, I actually I didn't go see that one. I missed
I'm
that
the
one.
only one that's seen it.
Yeah,
Oh,
probably.
you sons
Let's
of
hear it.
bitches, dude. It is. If you walk into the theater knowing that it's going to be the most terrible thing you've ever seen and you set your expectations at basement level, it's
Mhm.
totally good, dude. It is funny. It is like Matrix 4 funny, right? You can tell director, I don't even know what his name is. It's not Zack Snyder. Who's the director, bro?
Um,
Those trans guys who
Ryan
made the Matrix
something.
4
No, not the Wachowski
brothers.
sisters.
Sisters?
Sisters. Brothers. No,
Brother
actually,
sisters?
I don't know.
Trump won. We can call them brothers again, right? I think we can.
Yeah, all right,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, God, yeah. Run, clears.
um it's a good movie. You can tell that it was no one wanted to make it. Not Joaquin Phoenix, not the director. I don't know how the fuck they got Lady Gaga to hop in that role or why she's there. No, it doesn't make sense. None of it makes sense. And then they're singing. It's like halfway a musical, and I loathe musicals. I hate
Me
them.
too.
I hate them so much, dude. The
Me too.
Hmm.
whatever that Madonna like
I'm the
Argentinian
corner
movie.
of the triangle the other direction. I do like musicals, but they have to be done in an entertaining enough way that it warrants being sung about. Does that make sense?
No, no, that doesn't make sense.
Mm-mm.
Musicals are terrible. You're
No,
talking to an audience of one.
I
yourself.
think I think there is some merit in, and by some I mean a ton, by actors doing a whole little stage dance. Like I do. I've recently I went to Wicked with a bunch of coworkers. Is why I'm going this angle because
Okay.
it's really good. Like it's super fun to watch people who have a choreographed little. Oh, here we're gonna dance, and then we go together. We kind of dance a little bit, and then we come back. You know what I mean? Like
No.
no.
Yeah. And then you pull out knives and you stab each other by
I
the
don't know.
fountain
It's
and
Yeah.
it's
stuff.
acting. It's I mean, how do you think movies are made? I mean, they're stages, they're just different acting ways, you know what I mean? I mean, I understand why plays could be rough, but like some musicals are fun and they're funny. Like The Book of Mormon, like that is super funny.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's
But that
way
it's
outside of the norm,
mocking
though.
musicals. That
Yeah.
Totally.
like
But I think a lot of musicals have I mean, have you seen a lot of them?
By force.
I've seen enough.
I've,
I've
yeah,
seen probably
three.
20 or 24
Oh,
maybe.
God.
Yeah. And like, don't get me wrong, 10 of them I hated, and like three of them I fell asleep for out of that 10. You know what I mean? But there's been a couple that were really good, and like, I don't know.
That I will concede on. There are I hate musicals, but there are a few of them that I find tolerable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe even enjoyable.
Yeah.
Like the Muppets movie.
No, Joker 2. It was great. You guys need to go
Joker
see it.
too.
It's
You said you didn't even know how Lady Gaga got in that role. I assume she was spearheading this entire thing. Like, that's why it's a musical.
I
Is it
like
not?
her.
Do you?
I like her tranny dick, dude. I would suck Lady Gaga's dick. But I like that she suffered an injury and she's just like always in pain now. And like, there's definitely like a lot of medication that she's on. She's just like fucked up in the head. Like, I like Lady Gaga for all the wrong reasons, right? And like,
Are
I
you her
don't,
little monster?
I, sure, sure. I get she's like Taylor Swift to me. Like, I would bang Lady Gaga, but then I'd have to kill her immediately and not tell her so that nobody else could find out about it, right?
And
Um,
that's how you view Taylor Swift too?
yeah. Is there any
Hmm.
other way to view Taylor Swift?
I choose not at all, usually.
Oh, okay. All right.
Hmm.
It is
Touche.
one of the like on the list of articles that I go through, there is always always one article about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce and the fucking Kansas City Chiefs.
They love each
Always.
other. They hate each other. They're breaking up.
I'll
She
be
didn't go to
honest with
this week's
you.
game.
I'll be honest with you. I think the only things I know about Taylor Swift are like a few of her songs, that she's dating Travis Kelce, and that she has trouble with all kinds of other men. That's all I know about her.
Yeah. And if you like put together a list of all the other men that she has trouble with, they seem like some pretty cool dudes.
I
So
know. Look at her, right?
Yeah, I
so
didn't take
if
you for a big Ed Sheeran fan.
oh, big Ed Sheeran fan. Jake Gyllenhaal? Others? I don't
Others. Yeah, there we
know.
go.
In conspiracy theories, I almost went with that Ed Sheeran. Have you guys seen this one, or have we talked about this one? That Ed Sheeran is like a time traveler from the future because the only way that it makes sense that he had like 30 number one hits in a row is if he was able to go, like come to the past, I guess, and like see other artists who had made these number one hits, but then he would kill them before they got famous, and then he would
It
write their
didn't
songs
make their
instead.
songs. I have not heard of that one, but I love it.
Yeah,
Did you
I
see the one about the Beatles? That like that guy
Paul
that
McCartney died, and then they replaced him.
was that how it went? No, it was
Oh.
like this guy remembered all the Beatles songs, but one day he woke up and no one else remembered them. And he could tell his friends didn't know what he was talking about. He was like, "You guys know Eleanor Rigby, right?" And they're like, and he's all, all the lonely people, sings a little bit of it. And then they're like, I've never heard that in my life. And he has to go and he's like, it deserves to be rewritten. And so he rewrites every Beatles song and performs them with a band and like makes sure that the Beatles music comes out eventually. You know what I mean? It's very strange premise.
And that was like Paul McCartney. Is that the theory then?
No, because he went and he saw Paul McCartney in the movie. Like Paul
Oh, it's a
McCartney,
movie?
yeah, yeah,
Oh, oh,
like Paul McCartney was still alive. Like when the guy was remembering the Beatles from an alternate timeline. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Right.
It was really strange. And like then he got to go and say thank you to Paul McCartney, and Paul was like, I've had a simple life. Like I live here with my wife. Like I gave up on the music. You know, like it was really strange.
Huh.
But yeah,
That's cool.
yeah.
I like
I
that.
probably definitely missed the point of that movie because I don't know a lot about music and
That was an
yeah.
allegory for World War II. What are you talking about?
Look, I
That's why
just
that
work
guy had a
here
funny
on my
mustache.
days off, you know?
Was it written by fucking Orwell?
Yeah.
You're talking about the book 1984. Like
That's just Animal Farm.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
We're all equal, but some of us are more equal.
More equal. I like that.
Ay, ay, ay.
I loved that book. I
Animal
was like,
Farm or
yeah, Animal Farm.
1984? Animal Farm?
Animal Farm,
Yeah.
yeah.
I haven't read that one.
I was like, these pigs are mean.
Dude, I
I didn't get it
almost
at
got
all.
it. I almost got it because it popped up. I've got an Audible credit and I almost bought it, but then I'm like, no, I can't. I can't do that. I can't. I'll be too depressed.
Well, it was one of those I had to read it in high school. So like whatever, I didn't have a choice. I got
They
like
had you read
it, I guess.
Animal Farm in high school?
Yeah, I was like 16,
Dude, I read like The Catcher in the Rye. It's the
which is
only
also fucked up.
it's a super fucked up book. Yeah. Definitely should not be given a 14-year-old to read that for sure.
Just look at the flowers, Lenny. George? George Lenny, whichever one.
Lenny. It was George. George shot Lenny.
George
Lenny liked
shot
to pet.
Lenny.
Lenny liked to pet the. No, pretty lady, you got to be quiet.
Oh man, dude, just petting the shit out of that lady until he's nuts her neck.
Your skin is so soft.
Oh, I get it. I get it, man. You get my
Pretty
hands on a
white
soft
women
pair
with
of tits.
soft, soft white woman skin.
Jesus.
Man, if it's been a day and I'm like my fucking nuts are backed up, I start getting angry, horny. I get it. I get it, Lenny. I'd snap a neck
Gotta
too.
let the
Real one,
demons
lady.
out, huh? Yeah.
Huh?
Gotta let the demons out.
Oh yeah. These these are coming out one way or another.
The best laid plans.
Okay, well, that's perfect. I have two perfect segues because we already talked about it. All right. So currently, speaking of semen, uh, Elon Musk Elon Musk built a compound for his 11 children and their moms, semicolon, keeps offering friends and acquaintances his sperm.
Hmm.
I'll take some.
For anybody, can anybody buy it? I'll buy it.
It says friends and acquaintances. So if you casually know Elon,
All
I
right, road
don't.
trip, guys. We got to head
Well,
down to Austin.
yeah, not yet.
Sure. Just go hang out at the mothership. He's got to show up eventually, right?
Probably.
I want to see
Maybe.
one of the boosters get caught. I want to see it land back on Earth. I think that's cool as fuck.
I had promised both of my children that when we do launch it, when it finally is on the mission to Mars, I'm taking them both down there. Whether they fucking like it or not, I don't care. You're not going to miss out on that. I'm not going to miss out on that. And they get dragged along for it too.
They'll be there, they'll complain, but listen,
Don't care.
I'm getting a vial of sperm, okay?
Yeah, Daddy came here for a little tiny vial of sperm.
I'm gonna eat
Gonna
it.
get it.
And then the other one, I'm glad you brought this up too. JD, you're talking about Wicked. Mattel, the toy company, forced to apologize after Wicked doll boxes linked to porn site.
Yeah, I
It's
saw that.
stupid article wording, but
What?
so they made these Wicked toys, Wicked the musical, of it's like
Mhm.
a little like Barbie looking thing of Ariana Grande, and they had a website on there, and it was just wicked.com, which is a porn site, instead of
Wicked the musical.
wickedmusical.com, which is a site for the Wicked musical. They sent these out to thousands of Walmarts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right
we'll
though.
just buy wicked.com. Just don't worry. Just put it on the box. We'll figure it out later.
You
Oh no, Jared from marketing forgot to buy it.
you nailed
Hmm.
it. You nailed it. They assumed it was going to be Wicked. They
Yep.
put that in there as a placeholder, but the domain name wicked.com has been bought up for 25, 30 years.
Yeah.
It said
Sure, we'll sell it to you for $100 million.
they could, oh, dude, yeah, they fell into a fucking honeypot.
Mm-hmm.
It said something like the website traffic saw its biggest spike in like 15 years. But
What?
it's all kids, dude. It's going on wicked.com.
I really like this music. Oh my God, mommy, what are they doing? Yeah.
Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah.
I did read about that though, and I was like, I mean, how how does that even happen?
Yeah, that's a bit of an oversight.
How did no one scanned a single one on its way out the
Nope.
door?
Mm-mm.
How is that even possible?
It's crazy to me the
It
things
feels like on purpose, right?
So is
when
it just the website or is it a QR code?
I guess I heard it was a QR code.
oh, I don't know. I saw
Dude, I
just
could see
website,
that.
but it's fucking
Yeah.
2024, man. It's probably a
Probably
QR
QR
code.
code, yeah.
Yeah. Little little like
Maybe it's just a square off.
13-year-old girls with like phones who can just scan that shit, don't even have to
Yeah.
type it in.
Hmm. Yeah, I was gonna say, man, like even like
Wicked.com.
kids, even like 5-year-olds can know how to use the QR codes now,
Yeah.
right? Doing restaurants in 2020. Oh yeah, just click on that.
Oh yeah, I've seen this little like checkerboard square before. I wonder what
Mhm.
they don't even have to know how to read. That's honestly,
They
that's
don't,
true.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if it was the website, they'd have to actually like type it out, right?
Yeah. They can just scan this on the like the camera on their iPads. Okay, you shut up. All right. Mama and Daddy are trying to eat Red Robin in peace. And they just click. What is this guy doing to that nice lady?
Mommy, you said when a man and a woman love each other, but what happens when there's 3 men, one woman, and they love each other?
I love if it has like a little like production company intro, like you know how like Pornhub has the drum beat, like
Yeah, yeah.
it has that, but it's like wicked.
Oh, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my God.
Yeah. Well, those kids are gonna need therapy.
Fuck
That's all
with
I
your
got.
life. Beautiful. I like that. It's good.
Nice.
We're gonna roll into a Craigslist prices, right?
Or you got that song?
Oh God. Is that what we do first? Yeah, I got that.
Turn it up, let's start the show. Voting for the greatest. Time, no, the goat is here. Gonna make it clear who's the best of all time. Let's cheer from the legends of the past to the stars of today. We're gonna break it down in a big, bold way. Who's got the talent?
Welcome to the Vote Goats, the only show that brings together three animals to fight for your votes. I'm JD, and today joining me is.
Ariana Grande's dried pussy juice.
Whatever
And-
the other lady's name is, the actress, the other lady in the Wicked show. Fuck, I saw a preview. I don't know what her name is though. The black lady, the black one. I'm the black one.
Oh, that's Akon.
I don't know.
I'm
I don't
Akon.
know the other one's name. God. Yeah.
I know that someday I'm gonna get canceled for the shit that I say on here, and I feel it, and I know it, and I'm like, man, I should probably censor myself for next week. Try to be a little less offensive. I can't though. This is just fucking. This is what I am.
That's just who I am.
I apologize for no one.
That's what Tony Hinchcliffe just said.
Yep. Because Puerto Rico has a garbage problem.
He said, I apologize for nothing to no one. We're brave. We're
We are.
strong and brave.
Strong and brave.
Well, if you'd like to leave us a voicemail, call us at 202 827 6031.
Don't let the liberals cancel us.
They're not allowed to anymore. For the next 4 years,
Not
we
for
are.
the next 4. I'll say whatever the fuck I want.
We have immunity.
Yeah.
We'll get pardoned if it comes down to brass tacks. We're fine. Check this shit out. Suck on this first item, libtards.
Ah!
Dude,
Oh my god.
this is going to keep me awake at night.
Dude. It says, boy, please, I need him gone.
Boy,
Boy.
what's he made of?
He's made of boy.
God.
He's a real boy. Like you see that little hand popping up? Like whoever owned this used that little hand to brush their hair.
Yeah.
Or the hair of the corpse of their dead daughter.
Right. Or have you heard like the shrunken heads? You know that like
Mhm.
old thing that whatever the Caribbean area
Yeah.
has done.
Voodoo stuff.
Yeah, yeah. It looks kind of like that, like they like shrunk him by like drying him out. You know what I mean? Like this is like a kid. You know what I mean?
Like an
Yeah.
ancho chili.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever read you guys read the Goosebumps books, right?
Oh yeah.
Hell
Oh,
yeah, I did. And that
There-
show.
There was
Both
a
of them.
shrunken head one that freaked me the fuck out when I was a kid.
Oh yeah. And it would like fly around, right? And like didn't it fly? And it chased?
Did it?
Hid through a field? What is that? I think I remember what you're talking about.
Maybe. I don't. I think he was like stuck on an island or something, and he tried to get rid of the shrunken head, but it always ended up back in his backpack. No matter how many times he tried to get
Oh
rid of
yeah,
it,
yeah.
Another one.
he'd try to like throw it in the ocean, and he'd wake up the next morning, it'd be like in his pocket.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or like in like the front of his tent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, nightmares. My fucking parents let me read that shit when I was like 10.
Yeah.
Man, there were some good ones.
Yeah. Ah man, what was the one that I'm thinking of? It was like a
one that-
three-parter.
Yeah.
And it was like a girl that wore a mask, I think. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's what it was. It was the mask, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Halloween. Something. Man,
Oh,
I'm gonna have
yeah.
to go rewatch that because I don't remember what the plot line was, but I remember watching that as a child and be like, oh man, this is the scariest. And it was like, because TV didn't used to do like storyline like progression, but because this was like a 2 or a 3 part, like you got emotionally invested in the storyline as it like played out.
Yeah. And it fused to her face, right?
Yeah.
Like she
Yeah.
couldn't get it off, and then it took over her personality.
Yep. Yeah.
Bruh.
She went and bullied other kids or something like that were bullying her, right? Isn't so I don't know.
I always
Something like
remember
that.
this one that was like I don't remember what it was called, but it was about these two kids that like were really scared of their teacher because they thought their teacher was a monster, right?
Yeah.
So they would like
Hmm.
stalk him all the time and like try to figure out clues about him. They saw him like he would always go into the library and he'd eat flies out of a
Mhm.
jar.
Mhm.
Just, like,
Yeah. Yeah.
and like then later they like convinced their parents finally that they were scared enough of him that the parents invited the teacher to dinner to try to clear it all up, right?
Yeah.
So teacher that they think is a monster shows up, sits down, and they're all talking. They have a great dinner. Everybody's cordial, and the parents are like, "See, kids, we told you you shouldn't be scared of him." And the guy looks over at him, and the parents jump across the table and eat the fucking teacher alive. And
Yeah.
the kids stand up and go, "Woo! We did it! Oh, thank God! We're demons, and we had to like deal with this monster, but like it's rare to see him, so we had to tell our parents, and they wanted to play it safe and lure him out. You know what I mean? Like it was this whole
Yeah.
backstory where you didn't know they were demons hunting monsters, but it was cool. It was a cool story.
Yeah, I do. I remember that.
I always think about it. It's a good one.
Yeah. That was always the big thing. There was always like a twist ending,
Yeah.
usually
Yeah,
with those
Yeah.
books.
so good.
Man, I'm gonna get back into those, man. Start
Dude,
traumatizing
right?
my kids.
Yeah, yeah.
They're 6 and 4, my children. They can handle it, I'm sure.
Dude, do you guys have Audible? You use Audible?
Yeah.
Dude, Dungeon Crawler Carl.
I
Bullshit.
Dude, I need to get into it, man.
It's so good.
That little snippet that you let me listen to on the
Yeah.
trip, sold.
Dude,
Sold.
it's so good. And like that was like the third book that you got to listen to. And like
Yeah, I came in
yeah,
blind too with like
yeah.
basically no context except what you told me. I didn't know like before or after what was going to
Yeah, yeah.
happen. And it was great.
Dude, it's dope. It's a great book series. And there's a new one coming out in February. I'm so
Nice.
pumped. All right. What am I gonna pay for this fucking dead baby?
This
Uh,
boy.
Boy,
God, it's so
boy,
gross.
no.
I'll
Look at
give you
those
20
eyes.
bucks. I'll give you 20 bucks at most.
Please. Please, I need him gone.
Yeah.
Uh God fuck, dude, I don't know. Is he paper mache or is he, you know, human flesh?
I want to say like rat leather, you know?
Hand coon. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
I
know,
don't like
man.
it.
I don't, it's scary. It's scary. Like I look at this thing and I just want to curl up on the couch with a nice hot bowl of soup, you know, like to comfort myself. It's a scary little thing.
I guarantee he is one of those like the shrunken head where like no matter what room you walk into in your house, he's in that room,
And its eyes are always staring
always watching like a painting of George Washington.
at you.
But there's
Uh,
no force.
10, dude, I don't, $10. $10 just because they need to get rid of it.
I'm gonna go 99 cents. That sounds like the price that I would buy something like this for.
It's very like kitschy knickknack. Like, like all those fucking dolls from whenever the hell they were made, the 50s.
Yeah.
Let's see.
That Marionette?
Yeah,
God.
it is marionette-esque. Oh, dude, that was one of the Goosebumps books too. That terrifying marionette.
Puppet. Yeah.
But JD, a aficionado as you may be, $20 on the dot.
$20. Bang, bang. All right.
You know your boys.
Yikes.
Let's move on from that nightmare. Uh, autocorrect had to have a hand in that description, right?
It's hand drawn pain in
Pain
the
in the
G.
Jesus?
Pain in the Jesus.
Hmm.
Huh.
This person just took an imprint of their ball sack and went from there. The drawing itself is not bad. The giant cleft chin is a choice.
I wonder, is that the joke?
Is it
Like
supposed to be nuts
he's gonna make you have pain
in your Jesus?
in your I don't know. I don't get it.
Dude, it looks like Jesus and Aaron Eckhart had a baby. You know what I mean? Like that is too much of a butt chin.
It's aggressive.
Yes. God. It looks cancerous. He looks sick. Can
Yeah,
Jesus
he
get
does.
sick?
He does. Yeah, that looks like tumors maybe in his lymph nodes.
Yeah, you gotta go to a Roman hospital.
Uh,
You know what's harder than drawing one perfect eye is drawing a second eye that even closely resembles the first one.
yeah. You know what? Now that you say it, his left eye's bigger.
And so much more fucked up.
Yeah, yeah.
It looks like he got hit in the head, which I mean, it happened a couple times.
It did,
But
yeah.
it's like bulging out from behind his eyeball on
hmm
that side.
hmm
Ugh.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Like it's all dark on that side of his face too. So like maybe he just got blasted in the face with a soccer ball.
Oh my God. Like hit in the head from Negan. Poor Glenn.
Could be,
R.I.P.
could be.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Oh,
The
yeah. I
first
see
Anybody
hit,
it
remember
now.
that show?
yeah, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's
Walking
not
Dead.
defined enough for that. Now, all right. I will give them $50 because they have it looks like in like a huge glass case. So it
It's
feels
framed. They put some time into it, you know.
it even has like black mat behind it. So yeah, I bet they want $50.
I'm gonna say John $316.
Damn. Good guess. Good guess.
I'm gonna take the mid on this one. It's so rare to get an almost smiling Jesus picture. You know, you got a little Mona Lisa smile there. $100.
He was bummed for most of his life.
Just so sad.
Catching him happy is, yeah, it's rare. Um, oh my God, $30.
Nice.
JD
What's
coming
up?
with the oh
2 in a row.
The Heat, man, running away with it.
She.
Well, let's take a quick little victory lap then. This one's nothing too exciting. So, little cap on the game should be all right.
Hell yeah.
There you go. Another one where I do not understand why there are so many pictures. I just don't
Hmm.
get it.
Yeah. Like, huh, I wonder what these could be. Juicy hot dogs. That's all they are.
Homemade 10. Well, okay. That's all right. That's why it's weird. Homemade? Who
Hmm.
I
who
mean, that's
has
not that weird.
it? Are you sure? It's pretty weird.
Yeah, yeah, dude. You can get sausage from anybody. If they have buffalo, if they raise buffalo, if they raise pigs, if they raise what's the other one? Pigs. Yeah.
Sausage, yes. Hot dogs,
Right. I trust somebody
What
who's
do you
going to
think
sell me
hot
like
dog
a
is made
like an
out of?
elk sausage or a deer sausage.
yeah,
But a
yeah.
hot dog, this is just anus. This is just
Yeah.
blended anus.
What do you mean?
Liquid.
Raccoon meat slurry shoved
It's just
inside of a condom. Puts a make some cuts in it, make it look fancy. They'll pay more money for it.
tender and juicy.
Huh? All right. Well, if you guys have a consensus, I'll. All right. I thought hot dogs were just pork ground up really fine and then put together in a casing of intestine.
I think that's what sausage is. I think hot dogs are like the remnants. It's like the shit that you don't want, so it's like the snout and the hooves, uh, and
Anus.
anus, the scrotums.
Yep.
I mean, are they not delicious?
They're so good.
They're so fucking dank,
So
right?
fucking good, yeah.
Do you
And
get
these look
Like,
phenomenal.
do you
yeah.
guys actually like hot dogs?
I
Oh
love
yeah.
hot
Do
dogs.
you really? That's
Oh my
disgusting. Oh
God,
my, I
yeah.
haven't eaten a hot dog since I was like
Oh,
12.
dude, you know, and my favorite though, my favorite those bratwursts for sure.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
Oh,
I'll eat
fucking
bratwurst. I'll eat
fat
sausages.
bratwurst. Yeah.
The
But
best are
I will not have a hot dog.
the best are the spicy Polish dogs that you get outside of Home Depot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck me up, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
My dad used to
Yeah,
my
daddy.
dad used to build fences in the summer because he taught, and so he was, only teaching 9 months out of the year. So in the summer he would build fences, and we would go down to Home Depot. I mean, I don't fucking 50 times a summer, and I'd get a
Yeah.
spicy Polish dog every single time. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck me up. They're so good.
Yeah. So, okay, question is though, am I buying one or am I buying four?
Well, I wish I could see the 15 other pictures so
Right. Right.
so I could know.
All right. If it's for one hot dog, I bet they want tree fitty.
Tree
And if
fitty.
it's four hot dogs, they want $5.
That's quite the deal.
That's what I'm saying.
I it seems like, I mean, if they're home making these hot dogs, they're not just going to sell one, I wouldn't
Yeah.
think.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, but and that's the thing. I just don't know what the unit is. If it's
Yeah,
a case, you want $20 for 100. Like, I don't
right.
know.
I'm 4 for 10, I think is fair.
Yeah.
If we're going four because we're judging by the first picture, I think 4 for 10
4 for 10.
or
I I'm gonna
one
go
for
a
three.
dollar a hot dog.
Dollar dogs,
Dollar a dog.
A dog.
like like a minor league baseball game.
Right.
I don't give a shit about baseball at all, but what I really want to do is the 999 challenge, where you go to a baseball game, you watch all 9 innings, but in those 9 innings, you have to drink 9 beers and eat 9 hot dogs. I think
Each
that would be fun.
inning?
No, one
Oh
one per
God.
inning.
Oh, all right. I was like, fuck,
But
dude, I'd be dead by the second inning. There's no way.
no, dude, that's impossible. But I mean, a baseball game is, roughly 2.5, 3 hours. 9 hot dogs and like nine, tall boy draft Coors Lights at the inning. It seems
That's
tricky.
a
It seems doable, but tricky.
well, we're talking about like baseball beers though, right? It's like what, 10
They're big.
ounces, the little
What?
plastic cup things?
No, you got to get the,
Little tiny
the
one.
fucking big, the little
Oh,
20 ounce.
they're big
Yeah, the
ones?
big ones.
Oh, all right. It's been a long time since I've been to a sports ball game.
We're talking like 200 ounces of beer and 9 hot dogs over the course of 2.5 hours. Could you do it?
No, I'd throw the fuck up. There's no way. I I want to throw up just thinking about that. Oof. It's too
If
much
you could
beer.
swap out 1 for 1, I'd have 2 beers and uh and 16 hot dogs.
Kobayashi, man, just snapping them in half.
So, what was the price?
Oh, let's see. I got too invested. 35 bucks, but like, we don't know what that means.
Yeah, so we have no idea how many we get for
For
35.
for a
35
case, I
bucks
don't
for
know.
100.
I
Okay, 35 bucks.
But I guess technically by default, the other black in Wicked wins this round.
Do you know what I have written down? I have written down Ariana Juice and something racist as your names. I couldn't remember.
Yeah, that's it.
You nailed it.
And then under that's JD with 2 wins next to my name.
Okay, good.
Well, you know what? I mean, how the fuck can we even figure out this price? Because you said 4 for 10, 1 for 1. I said tree fitty or five. This doesn't work. Yeah.
That's all right. That's all right.
That's
It's
okay.
probably good that you won
I got 2,
already.
right?
You
This is
won
the one
already.
that was destined to be this. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Well,
confusing.
I think for that we should just default, right? Just to the number. So whoever got closest to that number, right?
That's the
JD, didn't
thing.
you say
How do
20
you tell
bucks?
who's closest? Think
Well,
about
didn't you say 20 bucks?
Well, I
No.
said I said four
Somebody
for
said
10,
20 bucks.
which
4
is
for
like
10.
250 each. But then JD said 350 for one. So is that
Right.
more?
But then you said $1, right? So like But
Oh,
then it was
please.
$35, and we
Yeah.
don't know how many you get for $35. We have no way of
Right, but
knowing this.
that like
What
for
if we say it was
future,
for
like whatever,
four?
fuck this one. But for the future, that whoever just says the highest number, right? So you said 10,
No.
10. That's close as 35. Just
I
default to
guess.
that. Yeah.
All right. Pussy Juice takes this one.
Excellent.
If that's how we're counting it. But
That'll work.
JD still ran away with it.
Yeah. Dope.
Hit him with the topic in the order.
Bam, bam,
Oh
bam, bam,
man.
bam.
So we're doing fucking theme parks this episode, and I hope none of you bitched out and did your local one, because there's some really fucking cool theme parks out there. But it's fine if you did your local one too. I get it. I get it. But theme parks, and I don't want to go first, but I would like to go second. So I'll have something racist go before me, and then and then Pussy Juice finishes.
That's a good way to finish.
And what an opening. For the segue to our sponsor, the NAACP is now sponsoring this episode. We support Howard University. So yeah, thanks NAACP.
Excellent.
HBCs.
Why? Why is it why did we change the name for that? I heard this like a couple of days ago. Why is it historically black college? Does that mean that I can go to Howard if I want to?
Yes. So it's not strictly black, it's just historically black. And the definition now is like they're the only colleges who have never discriminated by race.
Are we sure about that though? Because if I see there's one race just going to one college, I feel like that's possibly
Maybe there's an asterisk under that. They've never discriminated by race
It's not
if
racist
you're
unless
black.
it's white people doing it.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
okay. All right, just making sure. I'm trying to stay up with it. So this week we are doing best theme parks, and I have got the best theme park that has ever been created back in 1970 something, because I didn't actually look to when the park opened. A man named Eugene had a dream in New Jersey, where all good things start, that he was going to open a theme park back in the late 70s, mid 70s, late 70s, early 70s. I don't know. I didn't look up the date, but it's there somewhere in Mount Vernon, New Jersey. This was supposed to be the New Age Orlando. All right. They thought this was going to be a new tourist destination. They were trying to turn it into Las Vegas, right? Before they legalized gambling, though, in these places. So New Jersey, like it's going to be Vegas, but no gambling. That sounds fun, right? Everyone will have a good time. This guy had a bit of a rebellious streak, and he opened a park and he called it Action Park in Mount Vernon, New Jersey.
I've heard of this.
Have you? Good, good. Action Park was pretty much the Lord of the Flies, right? So this guy bought a piece of land, started as a ski resort, but then he wanted to open it up in the summertime, right? Because you're not going to just let your land sit there. You're going to try to monetize in the good weather. Did not hire a single qualified engineer from any of the actual theme parks, right? So he hired psychotic people that Disney wouldn't take to go design rides. My favorite ride that they have is a loop-de-loop water slide. So it's a water slide, but then you go upside down in this water slide. And it's all closed, and like you can watch like interviews of people like talking about this water slide, and they're like, yeah, I know it seems like a regular like water slide, and you start going down, and then like you lose gravity as you're going up, and you realize I can probably die here. And people would go through this water slide. the first before they opened it up, right? They had the idea, they made the water
I
slide,
I just heard this story the other day. Yeah,
and
keep
they put like test dummies, like mannequins down it, right? And the first they throw a test dummy down it, and the test dummy comes out in pieces, and they're like, well, we should probably, I don't know, like tweak the water level, like make them go a little faster while they're going down there. And then they finally get it to where the test dummy, only comes out with like an arm missing. So like that seems fine, right?
C's get
Um,
degrees.
C's
That's
get
passing.
degrees. Well, we got to test it out. We got to have a real person test it out. So, hey, 17-year-old, would you mind hopping down this untested slide that we have to see if, people will die in it? And yeah, and then they sent people down it. This thing was so messed up that people would go down it and lose their teeth. So the part that they would go up, they would have to send people into it to go pull teeth out of like the board because people would smash their face into it and lose
Oh,
teeth. Oh yeah, it's good times. Good times. Um, no adult supervision, none whatsoever. They showed up to collect the money. They paid the 17-year-olds that ran this place, minimum wage, and that was it. The uh the guy, his name is Eugene, so he set up they wouldn't let he originally rented the land from the state of New Jersey, right? They like leased it out to him on the condition that he have insurance. This guy didn't believe in insurance though. So what do you do when you need insurance but you don't believe in insurance? You create a fake insurance company in the Cayman Islands,
called Action
forge the
Insurance.
letterhead on the back of a napkin and hand that to the state. He got away with it for years. And then so the state like starts to like notice like, hey, you don't actually have insurance. We're gonna prosecute you or like cancel this lease or something. You can't do this, right? And they go and they battle it out for years and years. And eventually they get to the point where like, we're gonna settle this. Just buy this land from us so that we don't have to have any liability for you, psychopath, right? Totally gets away with it. They just sell him the land, and then he continues on with this like nothing
All
happened.
right.
Never saw any blowback from it.
All
That
right.
beats were wild, man. It was good times. Um, some
I
of the
thought you were
rides that they
telling a
had.
different story.
Which one?
I heard this fucked up story recently about this like experimental water slide they made some fucking where that
Yeah.
it was like it just goes and it has like a really tight spiral, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when people would go down it and when they went up into the tube, they would hit their heads on it, right? They paid like people $100 each to
Mhm.
go and just test it to see what would happen. And
Yeah.
people were losing teeth and like getting fucking like busted orbitals, shit like that. Like people were getting fucked up by it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then later they were like, all right, we'll just put some padding on that part so that like it doesn't hurt as bad and you just kind of whatever, right?
Doesn't
Right.
hurt as
Just
bad.
keep going.
All of a sudden people started coming out with just these cuts all over them, right? Like cuts on their arms and their heads and like weird fucking cuts. And they were like, "What is doing this? The padding isn't doing that, right?" They went in and looked.
It was the teeth.
People's teeth were stuck in it.
Yeah. Yeah. That I've always heard that's the horror stories of that or like the old wives' tales of that have always
Yeah.
scared me
I
more
doubt
than
that.
finding razor blades in your candy on Halloween, like somebody putting a razor blade on a water slide and you going down and just slicing open your entire
Oh,
back.
Ugh,
That
yeah.
has always scared the shit out of me.
Mm.
God, now that you've said it, I don't know that I can water slide ever again.
Because it's happened, I think.
No, it hasn't. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, you're right.
Fucking
It was
no.
just teeth. It was
I
just
want a water
teeth.
slide
Just
if I ever
teeth.
have kids.
Only
Fuck.
teeth.
I know. Well, and that's why. I mean, that's the only reason I'm like scared of it now is because I have nightmares about that, like waiting at the bottom of a fucking water slide at Waterworld for my kids to come out and then they're just like sliced from like heel to ear.
Yeah. Ugh.
Off of one late razor blade, though, I feel like you could survive one razor blade like that. You
Yeah,
know?
you could survive. I bet it
Yeah.
would
Just a
suck,
little
dude.
flayed. Yeah. Fine.
Yeah. You get
Walk
eviscerated.
it off. Pick up your intestines and go to the first aid tent. You'll be fine.
You get like you get priority fast pass shit though.
Not at this place. Not at Action Park. I'll get to it. I'll get to it, but I want to cover the rides. Um, Many people died in this park. It was open for over 30 years. Like it opened in the 70s. They did not close it down until 98.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's too late.
Lots of lawsuits, no insurance, so the families never really got paid for their dead children. There was one kid, and I think he was like 17, 18 years old, used to work at the ski resort like during the winter, right? Decided to go to the park on his off time. And they had a ride where it was like like the potato sack things that they do, like the carnies have, right? That you slide down.
Yeah.
So it was like that, but with like a boat thing, kinda, and then they had brakes, but the brakes didn't work. And this kid flew off into it and smashed his dome and then died afterwards. And the family went to go sue them, but they didn't have any money because there was no insurance. So their attorney was like, well, you're not going to get any money from this place. So let's just settle it for $100,000 for a dead child. It's crazy, man. It's so wild. And yeah, they made all kinds of questionable moral decisions like that where people died. They had a wave pool that the staff called the grave pool because people died in it on multiple occasions.
God.
So they would take these kids who were, whatever, just got certified, and they would start them off in the death chair. Like that's how you start this job at the wave pool. They would sit them down. You'd have like an hour shift in the death chair, and you'd save like 4 or 5 people from drowning in this, right? So it was like a certain, like you get to shoulder height is how they explained it, and then the waves start going up, like coming over, and then people would get in distress and like almost die. Lifeguards would have to come in. 2 people died from that, so they didn't even shut it down after the first person died. They kept that going for years afterwards until the second person died. And then like, maybe we shouldn't have the grave pool anymore.
The first one's a fluke.
First one, it's a mulligan.
Everybody
They
get
were
wrong.
old, yeah.
Do over.
And then okay, so they had the water park, and then it was separated by a highway, right? So everybody would hang out at the water park, during the day, hot New Jersey summers. And then they had a second park south of the highway called Motor City. And in Motor City, they also had copious amounts of alcohol. So 5 o'clock hits, you want to go over and go grab a beer or 17 beers and then hop in a go-kart that goes 60 miles an hour. 60
Whoa.
miles an hour.
Shit.
Just wasted driving 60 miles an hour in a go-kart, right? And yeah, so a lot of people died at this park, but more people got hurt at this park, and they had a first aid tent, like a medical tent, right? In this medical tent, which was like a dilapidated shack, they would take you, they'd look, oh, you got a scrape, you got whatever, you got cuts and stuff. Okay. Well, we're going to take our spray bottle of pure alcohol and iodine, and we're going to spray your road rash down. And the staff, they put a circle. They put a circle around it. And so it's like an eating contest, right? You eat enough food, then you get your meal for free, right? So they put a circle around here, and when they sprayed your road rash with pure alcohol and iodine, if you didn't jump outside of the circle and start crying and freaking out, then they would give you a prize.
A stuffed teddy bear.
Yeah. No, it wasn't even that. They would give them like Action Park pens because that's all they had. Just some branded pens. Here, you take this. You did good. And
They turned that into a ride.
they turned
That's
it
that's the
into
final
a
ride. It's fun.
This is outrageous.
Yeah, man, and they just got away with it too. They just got away with it. And especially because by the time like regulations started getting heavier and lawsuits started getting, a little bit more prominent, the town was making so much money off of the revenue that this place was bringing in that they wouldn't stop it. They're like, well, this has transformed our entire town. This brings a shit ton of revenue in. People come in, they spend their money, and like, if a couple of kids die, yeah, you want to make an omelet, you got to break some eggs, right? And they kept it going, man, for like over 30 years. Finally shut it down in 98 because of like a number of lawsuits or whatever. So they filed for bankruptcy, blah, blah, blah. And then some toned down corporate theme park company comes in, they buy it out, they get rid of, Teeth Slide. They get rid of death toboggans. They get rid of beer you can't drink and drive at this place anymore. Ruined it, dude. Ruined it. And they didn't make any money off of it. Like nobody wanted to go, because you had such an awesome time at this place before. And now it's like, I'm probably not going to die here. So I don't want to be here anymore.
That was part of the fun, man. They nerfed it. It's like bowling with the bumpers on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before that, you want to go there. It's the lore surrounding it, dude. It's like we're
Yeah.
gonna go. We're gonna have a great
We're
time.
in danger.
Yeah. Well, Billy. Billy who went to Thomas High School. He died.
He died here.
Yeah. I heard another kid's brother. His head's missing still.
I heard one kid fell off something and got split all the way in half.
Yeah, yeah, dude. It festers, especially the more it happens. Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, dude. So they,
Where is this again?
Pretty cool. Action Park. It's in Mount Vernon, New Jersey. Shut it down. Eugene came back around in like 2005, bought the place back out after they closed it down. And then he died like a couple of years after that. But his son came back and was trying to reopen it. He also wanted to remake the Teeth Slide, but like more intense. So it was like longer and you'd go, I don't know, 500 miles an hour shooting down this fucking thing. Couldn't get it approved though. Crazy.
That's wild.
But yeah, they reopened it.
America.
It's still open today. I know. All these fucking regulations. They won't let us, build a rail system in California, and we can't build death slides out in New Jersey.
Yeah.
They're failing us. Absolutely failing us.
Damn it.
Ridiculous.
Make America great again.
MAGA. I'm glad. I'm glad that Trump's going to destroy the EPA because that's what we need. I want this water slide back. If I can take my children and they can lose their fucking teeth.
I've always said kids have too many teeth.
That's what I've said.
You don't need that many,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You eat applesauce.
Mhm.
You don't need teeth.
It's gonna be fine. Yeah. Yeah. Dope. Good choice.
But yeah, that's it.
Is that it?
Greatest water park of all time. Straight up. Action Park. Glass Action Park. Ayo!
Glass Action.
You ain't getting shit though because they don't have insurance.
Has your kid lost teeth? Has your kid's teeth cut another child? You might be entitled to compensation.
Oh, dude, a black and white commercial playing with all these kids with fucked up, injured faces.
Yeah.
Sarah McLachlan's playing. In the arms of the angel. Kids have like gashes across their forehead.
Yeah.
Did you go to Action Park between the years of 1975 and 1998?
That's awesome.
Yeah. No, it is crazy though, man, because like you can watch there's a documentary on HBO You can also find interviews on it like all over YouTube. And people are split about this park, man. You got half of them are like, it was the greatest pure chaos, like childhood thing you could do. And it was just, it made us into men. That's how hard it was, type of thing. And like, just, and then other people are like, it was a fucking death trap and people really died there and then didn't get anything from it but dead children. So, like, close this place down now again.
It's the same.
Again.
It's the same way that boomers look at all things from the past with those rose-colored glasses. They go,
Yeah.
"Yeah, we sat our entire family on a single bench seat, in a car with no seat belts, drove 60 miles an hour. Occasionally, someone would fly through the windshield. That's, that's just Darwinism at play.
Yeah,
That's
it was the
right.
60s. You lose one, you gotta make another one. Yeah.
You just, you paint over that kid and lead paint. You'd stuff a little asbestos in him. Call it a
It's
day.
fine. It's fine.
It'll be okay. All right. What do you got for us, JD?
Okay. Let me find one more note thing that I had. Okay. I do not know how to pronounce the name of this place, but it looked so cool when I found it. I was like, I
Six
have
Flags.
to say it. I think you call it Shuchen theme park. It's like or Shua and then Tien. It's Suoitien theme park.
Oh, you mean Sword?
Maybe. I really don't know. And
Is it in
like
Japan?
like
I'm sorry, guys.
I
Are,
just I
are you
was looking
dropping
around.
silverware? It sounds like you're dropping silverware. Is that what's happening right now?
What's the
Shoot.
language? What's the language of origin?
Vietnamese.
Oh, yes.
You got to be real aggressive with it then.
Yeah. Yeah. It's super fucking cool though. They have all this crazy fucking shit and like the whole idea behind it, I guess, is like it's supposed to depict the Buddhist heaven and hell. And
Ooh,
so there's
yeah.
like all this stuff related to like heaven and hell. And if you go to the hell side, there's the 10 gates of Buddhist hell. I don't know anything about Buddhist hell, but that 10 gates of it, motherfucker, like
Prostitutes and blow. Is
that's a
that what we're
lot of
talking
fucking
about? That
hell.
sounds like prostitutes and blow. Sounds like a Buddhist thing.
That's what hell
No,
is.
it's not
Hell is
that though.
fun.
It's honestly, it's kind of like a kid's park, honestly. So it has like this really cool like space shop tower is what they call it. And it's kind of just like a big thing that goes up and you go up in it and like get to see everywhere or whatever. And then it has a roller coaster in it, a Ferris wheel, air bicycles, which I don't understand. And then apparently there's bull riding on site too, which is crazy. Um,
Like real bull riding or like a
I
mechanical
think
one?
so.
A real one? All
Yeah,
right.
like real bull riding. I'm gonna see if I can. Oops, hang on. I want to send you a picture.
Hell sounds super fun. I want to go to Buddhist hell now.
I want to go to Buddhist hell.
Yeah.
Dude,
It's in the
right?
trees with the Charlie.
For the Charlie. Can you screen share this for me?
Yeah.
Oh, this looks way more uh like commercialized than I thought it was going to be.
Absolutely, yeah.
When
So
I
like,
when I
dude.
think of Vietnam, like I think everything is in sepia tone.
Oh, I got you. I got you. But
It's all
there's like
forest, right?
so much going on in that picture. They have this like really cool temple that's like in front of a pool, and people are like swimming in the pool while people are like inside the temple praying. But the temple itself has this big face on it. Zoom in on like the very center to the right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. I
Yeah,
can't.
I see
I
that
can't
one.
zoom
Oh,
in.
okay. But it has this really cool fucking face on it.
That's crazy.
Um, there's all these like neat entrances, a roller coaster. It's a really ornate place, and I saw it and I was like, this seems like something that could blow yours out of the water. So I brought Xiong Chen, I think is how I was to say it. I think
It looks cool.
Xiong Chen. Yeah, I think.
Hi, Chen.
Yeah.
You have.
Gonna
Can
be
you imagine the
aggressive.
fucking food? I bet the food is fucking baller. The theme park Asian food,
Oh
dude.
man, like curry rice on a or curry like grilled rat on a
Curry
kebab.
shrimp, like fried, double fried. They're crispy.
Yeah,
Mm.
that
Mm.
is good and dirt cheap too, I assume.
Oh, dude, yeah. Walk in
That's
here
just
with
when
three
I looked
dollars
it
and you
up.
can buy the park.
When I looked it up, it said tickets to get in were $6 in the U.S. Yeah,
Fuck.
Jesus. All
yeah.
right.
Like fuck
That's
yeah.
so cheap, dude.
That's what
You
I'm saying.
you mentioned people like praying inside. That's so funny if this is someone's just neighborhood church. So
So actually, that's honestly, I think that's what it was saying. Is like people do just go to these temples to pray because they are real Buddhist temple things, but they depict the Buddhist heaven and hell and like
that's
crazy.
so fucked up. Because especially if you take it
Yeah.
seriously, you're going there to pray, you attend a
Yeah,
church
yeah,
service, and like you
yeah,
have to
dude,
like push past
dude,
kids in like
yeah.
swim trunks.
Here comes
You're
the
gonna
fat
run into so
American
many people from
without
Boulder.
a shirt on.
Yeah, people are gonna be hacky sacking. Yeah.
What's up, guys? You got any more curd rat?
Constantly smelling like funnel cakes. You hear kids just splashing and laughing outside. God, I don't know what to do. Like, both of my parents, they're getting older. They both have cancer. And you just hear, wee! You're like-
Shit.
Oh, that whole country is a theme park.
Ay, ay.
Oh, good.
Well,
They have McDonald's now, though. That's how we know we won the war. They have McDonald's.
that's how you know.
Yeah, but we don't have rat kebabs. I wish they won.
That's not true. There are Vietnamese restaurants. You can get some rat kebabs if you're
You can find a rat if you want to get
You can find a rat kebab. You're right.
Yeah.
Around the corner from my new house, there's like a Jade Empire massage that I really want to go and get a foot job at.
There you go.
They don't even, bro, they don't even try to hide it at those things, man. You can always tell when you walk in.
Yeah, it's the sunken in eyes. The sadness is how you can tell. Because I think, I mean, I don't know from personal experience, but I assume the first half they massage your back pretty normal. Then they flip you over. They're doing like your shoulders and shit. Uh, and then they just graze their hand over your penis and they go, oops.
Oh no.
Oh no, now you're hard. Do you want me to take care of that for you?
I wouldn't know at all
Of
because I've
course.
never participated in something like that. So
How
I
was
have my
your,
idea.
if hypothetically you did, how would you imagine it goes/went?
Well, I would imagine it pretty much what you say, but like I'm a talker, so I like to talk. And every single time that, if you do start to talk to some of those people, then they would definitely tell you that they're always from Korea, but they never specify. Is it North or is it South? And I'm always in the limbo, like, oh man, oh, I feel so bad for you. And I think it's a ploy to like try to get more like
Look
tip
at
money
him
out of
talk
you.
all around this. Josh, if you paid to get jerked off or not.
Yeah, but it's like $10. You feel that bad about it?
Yeah, you can. No comment. I don't know.
They,
But I do support local businesses, so
Yeah.
have you seen that? Have you seen the North Korean soldiers who have been sent for whatever reason to fight the
In
war
Ukraine.
in Ukraine,
Yeah.
and they just now have internet access for the first time, and so none of them are fighting. They're just jerking it in the trenches.
Somebody's got to make concrete around here.
Fortify those walls.
Welcome to Russia. Here's vodka and an iPad. You boys have fun.
And an
God,
H-
can you imagine like the first group of the North Koreans shows up and the Russians are like, Yeah, my body. Here's vodka. It's just fucking messing their lives up irreparably.
Blowing their minds.
Yeah.
It's like when you have like a younger kid like come into your friend group for the first time when you're 15 and they're 13, and you go, "Have you heard of beer and weed and porn?"
Yeah. Yeah. Check these out. Yeah.
These are tits. You can watch
Yeah.
them move on the internet. Dude, the first round of troops had to have been there for 5 days before they just like get fucking drone striked while they're beating
Yeah.
it.
Those are the drone CCTV videos that I want to see, man. Like, in the trenches. Oh, no! Dick out! Oh, man.
So awesome.
We brought the racism tonight, man, and I'm all about it.
Hey, you call it racism, I just call it like world events. Okay, this is just what's happening in today's geopolitical climate.
Oh, shit. Love it.
All right.
That's a good one, though. I like that.
That's all
Yeah,
I got.
that place sounds fun.
Yeah.
I want to go. It reminds me.
What would be the Christian equivalent to that? Like, are we thinking there's like a business opportunity here? Like, can we go make a Christian water park with like
isn't there
Christian
already
hell
like a
in
Dolly
it?
Parton world?
We'll call it Dante's
Oh.
Land.
Well, yeah, Dollywood is
Dollywood,
kind of like that.
it. Yeah, thank you.
No, they get
Is
dude.
that Christian themed though?
I-
Is Dollywood?
I said it hoping it would land and it didn't, so maybe not.
They gotta have something like this in Texas. I assume because they have all those mega churches down there. There's gotta be like a church amusement park.
Mhm.
There is one. Oh man, I want to say it's in Arkansas or Missouri or something. Where they have it is Christian, it's like creationist based, right? And they have like it's like a museum theme park type of thing. They've got a replica of Noah's Ark. They've got people running around riding on like triceratops and shit. And they they teach this to children.
That all happened at the same time.
Yes. The Earth is only 4,000 years old.
Man, I want to see that of them like them talking about how the pyramids were built, and it's just like a brontosaurus picking up big ass
Yes,
sandstones.
Or like a T-Rex uses his little arms
Yeah.
and just picks it up and drags it over. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, okay, now those arms make a lot of fucking sense. They're just little claws to latch onto and pull, you know?
Yeah.
That's why God made them. Oh, so
That's
they can
right,
build the
that's right.
pyramids.
They all got little helmets and high vis vests on.
Yeah. They've been aliens the whole time. Yeah, maybe.
That's a good one, though.
See,
Bring the kids to hell. Bring the kids to hell. And then you can identify, you bring your kids to that place, right? You've got a hell side, you've got a heaven side, and you can tell if your kid is going to be a problem child. If they're hanging out in hell all the time,
Yep.
trying to see some titties, you
And
know?
you can see what layer they're gonna pick too,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not even fair though. For a kid, I mean, just how enticing would hell be? Heaven looks like heaven, you have like your ghost grandma floating around, and then hell has like porn and cigarettes.
Right.
Who's gonna pick heaven?
Yeah, I just live in hell.
No, Mom, I'm going to the vape lounge in hell. I don't want to go hang out with Grandma
Yeah, I
anymore.
don't want to hang out. Yeah.
It's Sunday. It's Sunday. We have to go to Six Flags Austin to pray.
So what you got there, Pussy Juice?
Well, not to beat a dead horse, but mine is very similar to something racists.
Huh.
Uh, I said in general because this experience can vary slightly based on where you live or where you've been, but in general, the best theme park is an unregulated carnival. Now, my personal experience was either the nightmare that they put up in the parking lot of the Citadel Mall in Colorado Springs,
Oh
which
yeah,
is horseshit,
that's the place.
or the official Oktoberfest in Munich. And I think that one's more poignant to touch on because Oktoberfest, the traditional harvesting time, whatever, blah, 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 has been completely bastardized and turned into just a drink fuck debauchery fest,
Yeah.
as it should. I
Is that
mean,
what it was supposed to be? What was it supposed to be originally?
no, it's like harvesting crops or something.
That that sounds
Really?
gay. I
It's
don't.
gay. That's
Yeah.
gay. Yeah. So as is German tradition, we just drink and a lot of white people chant. Which,
Okay. Yeah.
so we went
Nothing
there.
can go wrong with that. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
nothing.
You get a lot
They
of white
definitely won't
Germans
make their
together
own hats.
in
Yeah.
mass. No, come up with a cool little wave.
Yeah.
Say hi to everybody.
What could go wrong? Uh, I mean, honestly, the entire point of a theme park is the thrill, in my opinion. So, like, once you wipe away the sheen of like a regular theme park, you realize it's just like commercialized, capitalist hellhole with like too many safety regulations, $20 hot dogs. It's bullshit,
Yeah.
right? It's like I said earlier, there's too many like regulations. There's too many. It's like bowling with bumpers, dude. Everything is nerfed. Everything has padding on it. There is no actual danger. The real fun comes from the element of danger.
I didn't
Like
lose a single tooth on this ride, and it's disappointing. I don't
you,
feel alive anymore.
dude, you go to like the mind eraser and you think it's scary the first time because your legs are dangling, but then you kind of just rattle around and every single time it gets back to home base safely. That's bullshit. You don't want that.
Actually, one time I was on the mind eraser with my sister next to me, and her head got rattled so much in it that she like hit her nose on the side and had a like gushing bloody nose. And like
Dude.
we were like only past like this maybe the second loop in the ride, and it was slowing down and like bumping. And I look over and she's just bleeding and crying, and I was like,
Good.
"Oh my
Oh,
God."
she's dead.
Oh, she's about to die. And so I started screaming. I'm like, help! But I couldn't get her off of there. And so we had to go all the way through the ride. And I was like, hold on. Dude, it was pretty wild.
Dude, blood is flying on the people behind you.
Right, right. It's all
That's
over. Yeah.
well, truthfully, that's because she needs more like iron in her diet because she's a vegetarian.
Right, right.
It wouldn't have happened to anybody
She
else.
wasn't even a vegetarian at that time, which is crazy. Yeah.
It's as foreshadowing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what made her a vegetarian. She's like, oh, there's so much blood. It's in my mouth. I can't do it.
I'm an animal.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, you want 3-story high death traps that were constructed in a parking lot by hungover bearded ladies. You want this shit where they put on 75% of the bolts because they just fucking traveled in from California. They've been driving for 18 hours straight. They want to construct this shit and go sleep in an RV. Merry-go-rounds with no speed governors on it, and kids are just like whipping off left and right,
Yeah.
getting across the parking lot. Those like sheet metal potato sack slides that cook the absolute shit out of your thighs at 130 degrees in the summer,
Yeah.
and then you rocket down them onto asphalt that's barely covered by like 3 pieces of loose hay.
Yeah. Exactly.
That shit's so fun. The immediate smell of like vomited up funnel cake on the tilt-a-whirl, where at least once a day that shit gets stuck upside down for 2 hours. All the blood rushing to your head. 13-year-olds running the shooting gallery 80-year-olds running the go-karts. As recently as 2017, a gondola on one of the rides at the Ohio State Fair detached because it was poorly put together by fucking hungover teenagers. And it was one of those rides where like it has a gigantic metal arm that goes all the way up, but then on that arm there's like a couple like gondolas that spin around it, and then it starts going
Okay.
faster and faster, and so you get this
Yeah.
like double circle loop thing.
Yeah.
Uh, one of the gondolas detached, flew off, killed a kid, irreparably injured everybody else on that ride. And the one person who was smart enough to actually like hire the right team of lawyers to sue was an 18-year-old girl who, because this was the Ohio State Fair, so it was actually backed by the state and they had like, copious amounts of insurance. Um, she won $20 million and got a primo parking spot for the rest of her life. So, is it really all that bad? That
Guess
sounds
she's got a
so
little
much
peg
better.
leg.
That
She's got a
sounds
little
so
peg leg. Right?
a little
Little
peg,
peg
dude.
leg.
All right, got a little limp, got a little neurological disorder.
Little
Can't really
CTE.
pronounce
That's a
your
treat.
THs anymore. That sounds so much better to me than like getting your caricature drawn by Bugs Bunny.
Yeah. Yeah,
Fuck,
exactly.
fuck Six Flags. Fuck regulated theme parks.
Agreed.
I want danger.
Yeah. Although
I want,
Six Flags has a cool room where there's like these ball cannons and you can fill them with that foam ball fight room or whatever. You ever been to Six Flags East Gardens?
yeah,
You know the room where they have all the foam balls that you can like go up to like a cannon up on a ladder or like another floor upstairs or whatever. You can fill a cannon full of these like foam balls and then point them at like a 5-year-old and hit a button and it shoots them out of funk. Like it's
yeah.
fucking awesome.
Oh, it's like American Gladiator.
Kinda,
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I
Regulate.
That's
remember it being
hilarious.
lame the last time I was there, and I was like, you cannot actually really aim at anybody though.
Yeah.
Like, so
I,
lame.
Dude,
dude,
now they I didn't realize they had that at Elitch's, but we have at our like local place, we've got it's Snoopy, like Charlie Brown and Snoopy themed. And then they have inside, they've got a place where you go and you can shoot the foam ball things. And they've got one where you can like stack them up where you get bags and you can pick the balls up and
Yeah.
then load them into like an auto loader thing. So you
Okay.
can just sit there and just shoot kids constantly. And
Cool.
it's one of the most fun things I've ever done in my life, dude.
That's
Just
super
fucking
that does
cool.
sound
needling
nice.
4-year-olds in the face.
I like that element of like when you go to like a water world or just a water theme park, those huge buckets in like the kid play area that when they get full, they dump out over the whole thing, but it's
Yeah.
like 5,000 gallons of water and you watch a little 4-year-old just disappear. The water clears and they're gone.
Oh shit, where'd Cameron go? He can't swim. Oh no.
Yeah, kids getting fucked up at amusement parks. I mean, that's why you go. That's
It's
worth the price of
American.
admission right there.
It's an American
That
tradition.
dude, the surfing thing, the little like boogie board surfing thing that they have at Waterworld, you know what I'm talking about? It's down by the wave pool. And it looks like it creates these perpetual waves, and then you go out on a little boogie board and you try to like ride the actual wave until you fall, and then the next person in line goes.
Mhm.
You know what I'm talking about?
I have no idea. I've never been to Waterworld, so I don't know.
Dude, people talk about smashing your face and losing teeth, man.
Ooh.
That water is like red by the end of every day. People get
Jeez.
fucked up on that thing.
Yeah.
It's great.
Damn.
Nice. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Well,
So yeah,
cool.
technically yes. Munich, Oktoberfest, uh, in Germany. That is my pick. But really, I mean, any state fair.
Nice.
Yup.
Dope. Well, fuck. No voicemails again.
I told the fucking heavies to call. Damn it.
We'll have to work on that.
That's okay. I'll hit her.
We appreciate it.
Please don't. We've already made too
For the
many
pod.
racist jokes
For
this
the-
episode. We don't want to be that group, you know?
Yeah, it's an isolated incident.
No. I think
Isolated.
I think if you get canceled once, but then you do something to get canceled again, then it cancels the canceling like a wave function.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just
Yeah.
so we're good now.
Flatten the
Okay.
curve.
That's an interesting theory. Well, thanks for listening. Please call us and leave a voicemail at 202-827-6031. Visit our X page to vote on our topics at VoteGoats69420. And yeah, visit our YouTube page at the same call sign and comment and subscribe, bitches.
Yeah.
Thanks, retards.
What?
Go vote, or Nick's gonna hit you like he does his wife.
Line up.
Well, you got it coming.